Hello all, my name is Anthony Laskus. I'm a field paramedic with Davidson County Emergency Services. We're going to talk about some falling issues today, ways to prevent falling, as well as what to expect when EMS arrives, and mobility aids around your home, and then what to do after you fall. So, to start, when you call 911, you're going to get somebody like me, but usually in a much brighter shirt. The bright shirts don't film well. If your door is locked and you're having an emergency and there's no key outside, EMS will request law enforcement to come and they will kick in your door. If you don't want your door kicked in, get a lock box with a key in it, put it outside your home. Please don't lock the storm door if that key only fits that one lock. Also, you can call the 911 Center's administration line, which you can find on the county website, to let them know that you do have a lock box, where its location is, and the combination for that lock box, and it will be put as a premise alert for your address. Also, if you have life alert or any of those types of devices, you can let that operator know as well where that key is located and the lockbox code. If you have any more questions about this, contact Senior Services and we'll get you some more information. When EMS shows up, if you are unresponsive, we have no way to get any type of medical information or your medications or your allergies easily to figure out what's going on. So Davidson County Emergency Services has a program called Vial of Life, and you can get this from any ambulance that comes to your house. The little Ziploc bag looks like this, and you stick the plastic bag on the refrigerator and you put the decal up as well. And then this is the form. It's a very basic form. It just asks for your pertinent personal information, your medical information, your medications, who to contact in emergency, as well as any allergies, your doctor's names, your health insurance information, what have you. EMS will use this to get the information we need about you, as well as take this to the hospital so that your emergency contact can be contacted. A few little statistics for Davidson County for the last quarter regarding fall calls. Out of the 7,200 calls we had from the second quarter, April through June, we had 7,201 calls total. Out of that, 888 were fall-related calls. Out of those 800 plus fall calls, we transported 45% of the patients with varying degrees of injury or no injury, just to be evaluated by a doctor. Anytime you fall, especially if you have pain, it's a good idea to be transported to evaluated by a doctor. Again, if you have any more questions about those things to do after you've fallen and your medical conditions, talk to your doctor. They'll have a much better idea of your personal situation and your personal health. So let's talk about ways to prevent falling. A lot of people have pets. I have pets. I love them. I think they're great. But little cats and little dogs, people tend to trip over and fall, mostly because you can't see them. So be aware of where they are. Things you can do is put a bell on their collar so you can hear them. Other things people trip over are rugs. Area rugs are beautiful. Everyone loves them, but they rarely put down a material underneath to keep it from sliding, or they'll trip over the edge of the rug. So rugs, for a person who has mobility issues and is unsteady on their feet, are not a great idea unless they're secured down and they cannot slide. Over here you see we have a fan that a lot of us use when it gets really warm, and we want to go and turn it off, and we trip over the cord. Sometimes it comes out of the outlet, sometimes we fall on the ground. And any other cords, extension cords laying around, are also a good way to cause you to fall. Be aware of your threshold heights on your doors. If you can't pick your feet up well, you may ask a family member to help you lower those. People trip over those. So some things that people can use you may not have already at home to help you get around the house. Things like walkers. This is a walker without wheels, which is, not too bad on a solid floor. It'll hold pretty good, but on carpet it doesn't move so well. You have the walker with wheels on the front. These work great, especially if you're going to the grocery store. The downside is, even if you push down hard, they are going to slide. So they need to be up against something solid if you're using this to get up from a chair. Also, make sure they're adjusted properly so that you're standing up, but yet you can see down and over the front of the bar. so that when you're walking through your house, you don't trip over something inadvertently. Some of you may have seen what they call the rollator walkers, which are really cool. They got 4 wheels, they have a seat, and they have hand brakes. Anytime you're going to get on or off of those, if you do need to sit down because your legs get tired, or if you're just getting up out of your chair, put the brakes on. That way it won't slide as easily forward. If you need to move stuff through your house, please don't carry it if you don't have the strength. These work well for going to the grocery store as well as going around your home, to your garden. And it's just a basket with wheels, and most of them fold up pretty easily. They're not very heavy. You can stick them in the trunk of your car or put them in the closet in the home. Also works well to haul your laundry from the washing machine or dryer to wherever you need to sort laundry at. In your bathrooms, people like to have bars in their showers or in their bathtubs. They make some that have suction cups, which are really nice. They're very handy. They don't require a lot of work to install them. The downside is they're not really designed for lifting you up off of the floor. They will come off of the wall. If you need bars to get up out of the bathtub, or if you've fallen in the bathtub or in the shower, then you'll want a bar similar to this. This actually attaches to your wall, preferably to wall studs. And this has the strength and durability to help you actually get up off of the floor with all of your weight. They are rated at various weight ratings, so get one that's appropriate for you. The other type of bar, and this is just a clamp bar, this is for getting in and out of the bathtub, or even if you have it beside of your toilet on the bathtub, it can help you get up off of that as well. This just clamps on very easily to the side of your bathtub. They're adjustable for all the different sizes. Again, this is for helping you get up when you're not falling, but just standing up or getting in and out of something. It's not very good for getting you off of the floor. They make something similar to these for your bed. So it's a similar shape design, and it goes under the mattress. And again, it's just for helping you to stand up from a sitting position on the bed. Also, in your shower or your bathtub, and these are really, really good, is a shower chair. This is a bit wider than some. They come in various sizes. Have it adjusted appropriate for your height so that you can easily get up. You'll notice that it does have a bar on the side, which is great, because when you sit down, you can do your thing and you can use that bar to help you get up. Again, you don't want it too low where you won't be able to stand up on your own, but you don't want it so high that your feet don't touch the floor. As you can see on the bottom, these legs are adjustable in various positions. So have a family member help you adjust it to the appropriate height. At night in your home, night lights work great. People fall a lot at night, mostly because they can't see where they're going and they trip over things that they don't realize are there. The night lights work well, especially in the hallways where you have power outlets to illuminate the floor to see those potential trip hazards before you trip. They're relatively cheap, and you can put them everywhere in the house, and they last quite a while. These are nice because they're automatic, so when it's dark, they come on, and when it's light, they turn off. One other thing for your shower or bathtub is a slip-resistant mat. You can get these at various stores and various price ranges. What's nice is they have suction cups on the bottom, so they work best if you wet the floor of the bathtub or the shower and then roll this out and push it down and step on it to make sure it seals all the little suction cups that are all over the bottom. And that will also help you not slip in the shower or the bathtub. And one last thing before we get to falling is this is by Guardian Alert. They make some by Life Alert. Talk with senior services, your doctor, and get a device like this. These are great. When you fall, usually you have a pendant that you wear or a bracelet. So when you fall or have any other medical emergency, you just push the button. And the machine will talk to you. The operator will ask you what's going on. And then the Life Alert or Guardian Alert operator will call 911 and get you the appropriate resources. If you can't hear them, they will still call 911 and have an ambulance sent. It might be really loud and you realize they're coming when you hear the sirens. But these are great. They save people a lot of times, where as soon as they fall, they can call and get help. Because some people that don't have these don't carry their phone around with them. They do lay on the floor for hours or sometimes days until a family member comes and checks on them. Unfortunately, sometimes it leads to very bad outcomes. So having a life alert system, a guardian alert system on you, especially if you live by yourself, is truly a lifesaver. Also, if you have cordless telephones in the house or if you have a cell phone, try to wear something with pockets. My mother, who has mobility issues, her house coat has pockets in it. Most house coats do. That way you have a phone near you, so when you do fall, you can go ahead and call 911 right there and you're not laying on the floor for quite some time. If you have corded phones, make sure that you can reach that cord and pull that phone off of the desk or whatever. Don't let it hit you in the head, but that way you can call 911. Try to crawl to a phone if you need to, if you can move. But if you carry your phone with you all the time, whether it's in the shower, in the yard, or just going back and forth from the kitchen to the living room, if you fall by having that phone, it will save you a lot of time and trouble and get help to you quickly. So with that, we're going to talk about what to expect when you fall, and we'll have Miss Tally here demonstrate in just 1 second on how to get up when you fall. So when you do fall, if you remember when you were a child, if you fell forward, our instinct is to put our hands out. And that's a good thing. Try not to fight it because it keeps us from hitting our head. When we fall backwards, it's a little harder. You just sort of go with the fall. Once you've fallen, don't try to jump up. Just lay there for a second, see what's hurting, get your bearings, move slowly. Again, push your life alert, your guardian alert, call 911 on your cell phone. If you're experiencing any hip pain, chest pain, sweating, nausea, dizziness, definitely call 911 sooner rather than later. And if you don't have an emergency response system and you're experiencing these issues, slowly roll to the side that doesn't hurt. And then use your hands to push up on all fours position while trying to limit the weight of place on that injured leg. So we'll have Miss Tally lay on the floor. All right, so which side hurts, Miss Tally? Your left. All right, so she's going to roll onto her stomach and put her knees, her right leg up under her, as well as her arms, minimizing any weight on that left leg. If you can get near a chair, that's optimal. Make sure that the chair is not going to slide. So if it's going to be up against a wall, cabinet, what have you, put both hands up on there, get close to the chair, and take your non-injured foot and bring it up in front of you, and then push up on the non-injured leg. If you need to grab the back of the chair, do so, spin around and sit. Sit for a second, see if anything else hurts. This at least gets you off of the floor and in a better position that if you have your walker or cane or something else to grab to get to a phone, you might be able to stand up. But if your hips hurt, try not to move them. Unfortunately, hip fractures are quite common in our older population. It's just a fact of life. So the sooner you call for help, the better off you are. And if you have any more questions about fall resources, ways to get up once you've fallen, or other things to make your house safer, please contact Davidson County Senior Services with any of your questions. Thank you.